Your business is not your baby. I know, shocking, isn't it? But you know what? At the end of the day, we create our experiences based on the language that we use. There are some critical differences between the way that men and women approach business. And I have found over the past 20 years of working with both men and women in starting up and growing businesses, that even though the time has come for the feminine to be brought into business, there are some masculine principles that still allow us to have a greater experience. So let's have a conversation about that today. Hey, my name is Elle. If we've not met before, I work with ambitious women who have mastered the art of achievement, but who are now ready to have a rich life experience that feels as good on the inside as what it looks on the outside. Feel that one of the most beautiful gifts that women are bringing into business is that we are making it more personal again, in that one of our talents is connection, true connection, deep connection. And in that, a level of care and nourishment that was often lacking in the extraordinarily masculine paradigm of business. However, as with everything, when the pendulum starts swinging too much one way or the other, there is a new distortion that starts creeping in. And I am seeing this in female businesses in a couple of very important ways. The first way is that we make things too personal, and more specifically, we start creating a sense of distorted responsibility towards the business and the people in the business whilst sacrificing ourselves. So what do I mean by this? Well, a lot of women will think about the business as their baby. It is that thing that they birth. It is the thing that they have to take care of. And so instead of allowing the business to have its own purpose, to have its own paradigm of life, we start thinking that we have to protect this business the way that we have to protect our child, even if we find that the business is not in alignment with our true joy and happiness, and we find that the business is actually not an enhancement of our energy, but it starts draining us. There is a sense of guilt that comes with this kind of business, a sense of guilt that we have towards people that work for us, maybe. Even if they are not performing, we don't want to hurt them. We feel like we are responsible for them. And so instead of thinking what's the best for the business, we will tend to sacrifice the performance of the business, the well-being of the business, and therefore the well-being of ourselves, in order for us to take care even of the rotten apples in the business. This is something that really robs women from the joy that is available for us in the creative process of business. Now, I'm also going to say this. Entrepreneurship is one of the most delicious experiences in my life. I've been an entrepreneur for going on 30 years now in various fields. And the thing that I have always loved about entrepreneurship is that there are no rules. There are no have to tick the certain box in order for my business to work. The whole reason why I do not work in corporate, the whole reason why I prefer to live the life of an entrepreneur is because I am a super creative and my brain doesn't work the way that most people think. So I see pathways, I see correlations that other people do not see, and I see possibilities that other people do not see. Now, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are an originator, then this is your talent, this is your genius gift that you get to bring to the world. Then why on earth would you want to take that genius gift and bastardize it in order for it to fit into the box of another person? And part of that comes when we start thinking of the business as a child. And so now all of a sudden, just like we are taught in humans, like there are different developmental stages for the child to tick the box. And you remember what we were like as young mothers? Oh my God, if your child didn't sit up by the right age or crawled by the right age or spoke by the right age, we were like in a frantic thing of, oh, there's something wrong with my baby. And so we had to overstimulate the children in order for them to hit all the marks at the right time or a little bit earlier, because then we've got the bragging rights. And so this is what's happening a lot for women in business now. They're looking at the results that other people have, and then they think that my business has to develop by this stage, by this time, and comparing it to what others are doing, not really understanding the journey of another. A lot of the times, new entrepreneurs will want to play on the same field as somebody who has been in that space for 10 or 20 years. They will want to charge the same prices. They will want the same kind of infrastructure as that person. They will want to have the variety of what other businesses have. And so what they're really doing is they're robbing themselves of the enjoyment of where the business is right now, the enjoyment of the business in the startup stage, the enjoyment of the process when you're still experimenting a lot and trying to figure things out, when you are laying the foundation down for yourself and just having the best time of it. So ladies, stop thinking of your business as a family member or as a child, and stop putting the demands of developmental stages onto your business, because at the end of the day, a business is a business. Yes, the creative process can bring us so much joy and enjoyment of the process. But darling, it is a business. It has a function in life. It has a function in the world. And the people that come into your business, whether they are clients or whether they are team members, whatever it is, they get to be a calibration, a match for the values of the business, for the standards of the business. And if they are not, then that's okay. Don't keep people in your business because you feel a distorted responsibility for them or you feel sorry for them, when in fact, that discord between the business standards and the business values creates pain for everybody. So what I have come to discover is that the businesses that bring the most joy and the greatest levels of success, both for the founders as well as everybody in there, is one where the leader is very, very clear on the values of the business, the value of the business, and the standards of the business, and ensuring that everybody, every touch point is in fact a match for that. And knowing that if they are not, there are more than enough other businesses, services, products out in the world that is a match for them. So you can release all feelings of guilt. You can release all feelings of shame and feeling sorry for people, just knowing that there's always a best fit or a better fit for people in the world, and it's not your responsibility. What is your responsibility is to be very clear on the purpose of your business in this world and ensuring the integrity of that business. And yes, it is just a business. So I know that this video might feel a little bit stingy, but my question to you, darling, is, are you creating a business for the right purpose of the business? And is your business bringing you absolute joy and enjoyment, and most importantly, allow you to hold to the highest values that you hold, the highest integrity, the highest level of standards of excellence that you prefer in your life? Or are you actually minimizing any of this for other people? And why? Why would you do that to yourself? And these are not rhetorical questions, because when you start delving into this level of question and you start understanding how you have been conditioned to live your life for the acceptance and approval of others, that is when you can finally reclaim your life for yourself and start living intentionally. Now, if this is something that you would love support in, then I highly recommend that you have a look at Women Reimagined. We open the enrollments 3 times a year. If you happen to come across this video during a time of the enrollment not being open, I highly recommend that you get onto the waiting list so that you'll be one of the first women to be notified when enrollment does open. We keep these cohorts really small and intimate because of the depth of the work that we do in this. So this is definitely the space that I would highly recommend for any ambitious woman who wants to start creating and experiencing life on a whole new level with clarity and certainty, alignment with her desires, and more importantly, as the woman that she chooses to be in this next chapter of her life. I do hope that you have found value in this message today, and let us know in the comments, what is your dream business that you are either currently creating in this world or that you want to bring into this world next. Let's witness each other. Let's celebrate each other. I do believe that as women come more and more into the realm of business, we are going to see a healthier modality of business once again, in which we use our genius talents for the enhancement of life, our own lives as well as the lives of our clients, and thereby creating a deeper connection and bring back trust again between ourselves and each other, especially within the realm of women. After all, darling, we are the artists and the art. Let's make our lives a masterpiece. Have an amazing day further. I'll see you next week. Cheers.